Hey, Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, as usual, before I begin with this lesson, I want to start it off by giving all the glory and infinite praises to the true and the only living powers. And I do mean the true and the only living powers. Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakaha Kadesh. Double honor to the elders and the apostles, Great Millstone. Peace and blessings be to all the Akim now pushing this word in truth and sincerity. Shalom, and Yahweh Bahashem Asai Brakathon. So why don't I make this, make it short and simple. I just wanted to, speak my thoughts on the spirit that you should be, that you should be in, going into the PASACH. All right, the Passover, which is Saturday sundown to Sunday sundown of this week, and then after that you got the 7 days, the 7 days of the unleavened bread. All right, where you can't eat anything that got yeast in it. So that mean most beers is out the way. Bread, all that, anything that has a leavening agent in it, you gotta put it away for 7 days. But nonetheless, that's what I want to get into. The judgment of the Lord, which is coming, and as bros say every year, and multiple times throughout the year as well. When they come into the time of the Passover, make sure that your spirit right. Make sure that you in a sincere and a serious spirit going into this time, because the Lord can make anything happen, bro. All right. Jay get it confused with these different camps. These different camps, they put the wrong spirit out there of, being in mirth and shit. You know what I'm saying? And then they try to use, if I'm not mistaken, when you're reading the book of Kings on how, Jake was, being mirth during the Passover. All right, but when you look at the first PASACH, and then you look at Yahweh Shai's PASACH, all right, which was pretty much damn near the last Passover. All right, that's why it's called the Last Supper. Jake was in a serious ass state, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yahweh Shai, he was so damn serious, so much to the point where he was sweating blood and shit. Yahweh Shai was stressed out at that time. You know what I'm saying? Because of what he was finna have to do. And you got brothers that's in this ministry, man, that's calling themselves Israelites, that's gonna have to follow that same lot. You know what I'm saying? Be a martyr. That's some brothers' lot, man. All right, and for Jake to just be out here bullshitting, and even Jake in the world, bro, because what's today, St. Patrick's Day? You got Jake that's all into bullshit, you know what I mean? First and foremost, because you following the custom of the heathen. Two, you know what I mean? You should be trying to get your spirit right, bro. You know what I'm saying? There's so much shit happening in the world, bro, and that's getting ready to happen. Jake should be trying to use this time wisely, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because anybody who don't got that blood on their doorpost, just like how it was during the first Passover in Egypt, bro. You know what I'm saying? This time is just spiritual. If you don't got that's Yahweh Shai's blood on your doorpost, you're going to get put out the way. That's simple, man. All right, and that's going to be shown in the time soon to come. The Lord getting ready to stop playing. I feel it in my spirit. And the Lord ain't never been playing. But the Lord getting ready to unleash them 4 winds of destruction, man. But I feel it in my spirit that something can happen, or something will happen possibly during the Passover. I ain't saying it is, but you never know, man. You know what I'm saying? Because the scripture say, for when they shall say peace and safety, then shall sudden destruction come upon them. With it being this weekend, motherfuckers gonna be out. They're gonna be, doing what they do. All right, doing shit in the world. While you gonna have brothers, you know what I'm saying, and certain sisters and you know what I'm saying, that do follow, you know what I'm saying, the ministry, go be in a serious ass state. You know what I'm saying, doing what we need to do. And that's the spirit that you should be in. That's what I'm gonna entitle this lesson. Blessed is that servant who is found doing the will of the Lord, which is written in Matthew 24. You want to be found doing what you need to be doing, when Yahweh Shai come back. All right? And I ain't talking about just when he literally come back, because it's not like we're going to be out there teaching or anything like that. But when that judgment come, all right, because Jacob's trouble is also known as the day of the Lord, man. You want to be found doing what you need to do. You know what I'm saying? Have that living out. You know what I mean? When that time do come. All right, but the first scripture I want to get real quick is the book of Exodus 12. Let's see. I'm gonna just start at verse 7. And it say, and they shall, I ain't gonna, read the whole chapter, but I just wanted to get to the main points that I wanted to get into when the Spirit was on me to do this lesson, or putting out this lesson. Exodus 12:7, it says, and they shall take of the blood and strike it on the two side posts and on the upper door posts of the houses wherein they shall eat it. All right, and this is what we did literally when we was in captivity, and we was exercising the Passover. All right, we would literally take the blood of the lamb, and put on our doorpost, because like I said at the beginning of this lesson, that was a sign, okay, he got the covering. All right, and anybody who didn't have it, as it's going to get into, the Lord was taking your spirit. All right, you was getting put back up there in the spirit world, man. All right, and it's going to be no different in this time now, just like when you read in Exodus 9th chapter. All right, Exodus 9, not Exodus, Ezekiel 9. It say that anybody who don't got the mark, which is that the one, because that's basically what the blood on the doorpost is. It's a mark. You know what I'm saying? Them death angels, they gonna go around not sparing nobody, man. All right. Salaki. It say, and they shall eat the flesh in their night, roast with fire and unleavened bread, and with bitter herbs they shall eat it. You know what I mean? And anybody who been partaking in the PASACH, you know what I'm saying, more than one time, you should already know this. All right? When we do the Passover, we ain't supposed to be trying to season the motherfucking lamb, put barbecue sauce on it, none of that. Grab that shit, smack it right on the grill, put it in the oven, do what you do. Don't fry it, none of that. All right? Because the spirit we was in, it was serious, and we was basically in a rush because the Lord was getting ready to get us up out of there. We was getting ready to make a move. All right? And it can be no different in this time now. Shit, while brothers is doing the PASACH, some shit can happen. All the lights cut out. You know what I mean? And I don't run to Zot, bro. I hope so. You know what I'm saying? I hope the Lord put the spirit on one of these nations to send a pocket nuke to this bitch or something. The UN get to doing something. Sirens get to going off. I don't run to Zot, man. All right. It says, eat not of it raw. Eat not of it raw, nor sodden at all with water, but roast with fire his head with his legs, and with the pertinence thereof, and ye shall let nothing of it remain until the morning, and that which remaineth of it until the morning ye shall burn with fire. And thus shall ye eat it, with your loins girded, your shoes on your feet, and your staff in your hand, which lets you know that you're supposed to be prepared. You're supposed to be serious as a motherfucker, right? Because just like how I say right here, I'll grab it real quick before I actually just get the scripture that I wanted to get in there. All right, let me grab it real quick. Slack it, bear with me, man. All right, so this is the book of Matthew 24, and verse man, I might as well just go ahead and get it. Shit, Matthew 24, I'm gonna start at verse 32. It says, now learn a parable of the fig tree when its branch is yet tender, and put it for leaves, you know that summer is nigh. Matter of fact, I'm gonna read the point. I apologize. I'm gonna read the point, and then I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna start up this real quick. Here's the point that I wanted to get. This is the book of Matthew 24, and verse All right, verse 42, and it says, watch therefore, for ye know not what hour your Lord doth come. But know this, that if the good man of the house had known in what watch the thief would come, he would have watched and would not have suffered his house to be broken up. Therefore be ye also ready, for in such an hour as ye think not the Son of Man coming. All right? And it's like a similitude. That's basically what it is. And the reason I'm grabbing this is because as we read back in Exodus, the 12th chapter, let's go back to it real quick. You supposed to eat your eat the lamb, you know what I'm saying, basically prepared, you know what I mean, with your shoes on, you know what I'm saying, with your loins girded up, with your staff, and of course, you know what I'm saying, Jake ain't gotta, rock the staff now, which is, it's good too, but everybody ain't got it like that. But that's how you supposed to do it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the spirit of being serious, being ready. Anything can happen at any given moment. All right. Just like which is I kind of hate to even use this analogy because it's some worldly shit. But just like in jail, you know what I'm saying, in prison, when they know some shit finna go down, what they do, they put on their boots. All right, so that you don't get caught slipping. You know what I mean? You ain't supposed to be wearing no flip flops and shit. You know what I'm saying? When you finna go get the fight and the motherfuckers are pulling out knives and shit. It's the same thing when it come to the Passover. We don't know if the Lord gonna do something, but what if he do? Then your ass caught slipping. You in shorts and shit. You in some motherfucking house shoes, and you got troops kicking in your door, man. All right. Verse 12, and back in Exodus 12 and 12, it says, "For I will pass through the land of Egypt this night," and today is America's modern day Egypt today, because it follows all the customs of the ancient Egyptians. This is why on the back of your pyramid you see what? The all-seeing eye, the pyramid. All right. It says, "For I will pass through the land of Egypt this night, and will smite all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, both man and beast, and against all the gods of Egypt I will execute judgment. I am the Lord." And we know what the Lord was doing, bro. You know what I'm saying? The Lord has sent all type of plagues, and then topped it off, you know what I'm saying, with flooding their ass whenever they was trying to come after us. All right, but just imagine the spirit that Jake was in. You know Jake was scared, bro. You know what I'm saying? Anytime the Lord brings judgment to a nation that's fucking with the apple of his eye, it's always serious. The Lord always doing overkill. All right? So just imagine the spirit that Jake was in. Jake was serious. Jake had they garments, you know what I'm saying, girded up. They was ready, had their staff in their hand, had their shoes on their feet. You know, back then they wore sandals. But, you know, of course, you know, that was just the old style, man. All right, but you supposed to be in that spirit of, all right, being able to just jump up at any given moment if you have to. All right. And I want to go back to Matthew 24 and read a little more on this. This Matthew 24. In verse 32, it says, "Now learn a parable of the fig tree. When its branch is yet tender and put it for leaves, you know that summer is nigh." All right, so just like right now, you know, right now we in the springtime, and you start to see everything, you know, bloom and blossom again. Everything's starting to, you know, the weather's starting to get pretty and shit. All that. That's how you know that summer is nigh. It says, "So likewise ye, when ye shall see all these things, know that it is near, even at the doors." All right, and we see all the signs that indicate that Yahushua coming back, you know what I'm saying, sooner rather than we believe. All right, so why would we be in a spirit of not being on top of our shit, especially this week, since the PASACH coming up, you know what I'm saying, this Saturday sundown? All right, you shouldn't be in the spirit of, you know what I'm saying, being oblivious and shit, bro. All right, because what the Lord getting ready to do is getting ready to catch everybody off guard because they not paying attention. All right? And it say, "So likewise, ye which should see all these things, know that it is near, even at the doors. Verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass till all these things be fulfilled. Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my word shall not pass away. But of the day and the hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only." And that's why you're supposed to be prepared. There's a reason why the Lord ain't give us the actual day that this shit gonna happen. All right, because if that was the case, Jake would get ready at the last minute. All right, but that ain't a sincere spirit. The Lord is only looking for the sincere. All right, this is why He ain't give us the exact date that this shit gonna happen. It could happen, and like I say, during the Passover. The Lord can have it where troops just get to dropping out of the sky and shit, bro. All right. It say, for as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark. And what is motherfuckers doing today? Motherfuckers yesterday, as a matter of fact, was turning up. All right. This weekend, it's going to be no different. People going to be at the bars. People going to be doing shit they ain't supposed to be doing. I'm going to tell you that. All right. And don't think that the Lord not seeing that shit. These is niggas who don't got that blood on their doorposts. So the Lord can judge them while they out there drinking and having fun and carrying on, bro. All right. Hey, you gotta be serious in this time, bro. The PASACH ain't something to just be taken lightly and, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because like I say, you got, at the beginning of this lesson, you got camps, bro, that take this truth not so serious, man. Niggas all at clubs holding the PASACH. Like, what's this one nigga name? General Yohana, if I'm not mistaken, from ISUBK. I think he was talking about, if you ain't at the Passover with General Yohana and ISUBK smoking weed and eating lamb, then what is you doing? You ain't living. Like, nigga, what? Like, this is why the Lord, he said specifically that judgment shall begin at the house of the Most High, man. There's a lot of Jake in this truth that's getting ready to get it, bro. Believe it or not. All right. It say, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. Then shall two be in the field, the one shall be taken and the other left. Two women shall be grinding at the mill, the one shall be taken and the other left. Watch therefore, for you know not what hour your Lord doth come. But know this, I'm going to read it over again, that if the good man of the house had known and would watch the thief would come, he would have watched and would not have suffered his house to be broken up. So if somebody finna kick in your door and shit, and you catch wind of it, you not finna just, if you know that they gonna try to hit a lick at your shit from 11:30 to 12 at midnight, you not finna go to sleep, bro. You finna stay up. You gonna have your motherfucking shoes on just in case, so you don't do no slipping and sliding. You know what I mean? You finna have a bat in your hand, your gun, or whatever the case may be. You finna be peeping the blinds. You finna lock shit up. You gonna be prepared. You should be in that same spirit, preparing for when your Howard shot come back, bro. All right, you should be, getting your spirit ready. You know what I'm saying? Because like I say in 1 Corinthians 5 and 7, say, hey, you supposed to purge out that leaven, bro. All right, purging out that leaven and putting on that new man. All right. It says, wherefore be ye also ready for such an hour as ye think not the Son of Man coming, who then is a faithful and wise servant. And here's the point that I wanted to get to with this lesson. Who then is a faithful and wise servant, whom his Lord hath made ruler over his household to give him meat in due season. Blessed is that servant who his Lord when he cometh shall find so doing. All right, point blank period, man. And you want to be found, you want to be one of them servants who's found doing what they need to do. You know what I'm saying? When you're Howard shot, just make this shit happen, man. All right, because if you not, then you're gonna be just another casualty, man. All right, but that's pretty much it that I wanted to touch up on this lesson. Just something real quick, in the spirit that we should be heading into, or should be heading into that time, man. All right, because anything can happen. All right, I remember shit. It was thundering like a motherfucker. Probably what was it, like yesterday or two? It was cloudy in the motherfucker. And I'm just like, man, what if the Lord just makes some shit happen right here, bro? A hurricane or something. You just never know, because we in that time, man. We in that time where the Lord getting ready to bring to pass everything He said He was, like how He said in Habakkuk 2 and 3. The vision is yet for an appointed time, man. All right, and that appointed time is approaching. All right, slowly but surely. All right, but with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and close it out, man. All the rest is out on this was edifying, and that the point was proven. Shalom, and Yahweh Shema Shabbat, man. Shalom.